What's up, Lumiose trainers? Lumiosetrainerzac here. Finally, a new Pokemon game is upon us. And as I predicted, it's Pokemon Z. What? It's not a game anymore? Dang it. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I called it. Generation 7 is quickly approaching us, and that's awesome. Seeing as this is Pokemon's 20th anniversary game, you know they're going to give us something special. Since the trailer didn't reveal anything besides the game's logo, I figure I'd start the Generation 7 hype train with my top 5 hopes for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, I already gave my top 5 hopes for when I thought Pokemon Z was going to be the next game, so here's some honorable mentions from that video. More Mega Evolutions, flying to specific routes, and a deeper story. Since this is a completely new generation, I have a little more freedom when it comes to thinking of things these new games could offer. So let's start. Enhanced 3D. Yes, Pokemon games are now in 3D, but let's be real here. They can be better. Just look at Yokai Watch. Yes, I mentioned it. As much as I hate to say it, Yokai Watch is beating Pokemon when it comes to taking advantage of the 3DS graphics. But now that it's a new generation, they can up the ante with better overworld and battle graphics. Another thing Game Freak can do is allow the whole game to use the 3D feature. In X and Y and ORAS, you can only turn on the 3D during single battles. That's it. That led many to not use the 3D since it was only for a short time. And even when you did use the 3D in battles, it would cause the animation to lag a little, which kind of bugged me. If you could have 3D on during the whole game of Sun and Moon, that would be awesome. But if not, I won't really mind. But what I do expect to see no matter what is an increase in the quality of the graphics, since this is the newest generation after all. A better rival. Now for my top 5 hopes for Pokemon Z, it was fixed arrivals, since Z would have the same rivals as X and Y. For Sun and Moon, I'm asking for a better rival, as in just one. Let's be honest here, ever since Ruby and Sapphire, the rivals have sucked. We just need one rival in Sun and Moon. What made Blue and Silver such great rivals was the fact that they were total douchebags. Every time you battled them, they just talked a bunch of trash which just fueled the rivalry even more. Their dickish attitude is what drives you to become better than them. I'm tired of all these friendly rivals that make you feel bad every time you beat them. I want an actual challenge from a rival, not a, "You beat me because you're the best person ever. I'm just glad I had fun." Please, Game Freak, I'm tired of these generic-ass softy rivals. Gen 5 almost had it right with Chiren and Hugh, but they were still a little too friendly. I just want a full, adulterated badass who's not afraid to say he's better than me. That way, it will feel all the more better when I wipe the floor with them. Returning features. There are 4 features that I want to see return in Sun and Moon: PokéMon, Super Training, Trainer Customization, and Walking with your Pokemon. PokéMon is great because it really makes you feel like you have a connection with your Pokemon. And Super Training is an awesome way to allow casual players, like I once was, to get a taste of the competitive side of Pokemon. These 2 have pretty much secured their spot on every Pokemon game after X and Y, seeing as they were easily added onto ORAS. The one thing I do worry about though is trainer customization and walking with your Pokemon. First of all, do I even need to explain why these should be in the game? Trainer customization was an awesome way to make each player feel unique when it came to online battling. The only thing that might ruin it though is that it might be exclusive to Kalos. But still, we want it back. As for walking with your Pokemon, everyone wanted it after its introduction to Pokemon Yellow. Then we got it back for Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and it left again when Black and White came out. Come on, Game Freak, free the Pokies! The Pokemon World Tournament. Sorry, you thought I was gonna say the Battle Frontier? No, the Pokemon World Tournament is way better. See, one thing I loved about Emerald and Platinum were the Gym Leader rematches. X and Y had them too, but it was in the Battle Chateau, and it was really random when you get to battle them. Now what made Black 2 and White 2 awesome was the addition of the Pokemon World Tournament. Now imagine Sun and Moon having the Pokemon World Tournament. That means you can battle every gym leader and champion from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and this new region. Holy shitinja. That's just mind-blowing. That just screams hours and hours of post-game content. And also, since Mega Evolution is a thing, That means every champion would have a Mega Pokemon on their team. Are you wetting your pants yet? Return to Kalos. Now, if you guys watch my top 5 hopes for Pokemon Z, you will know that my #1 hope is for more post-game content. The same is true for Sun and Moon. The best way to add more post-game content is to give us a second region to explore. The way I see it, Sun and Moon will be sequels to X and Y, the same way how Gold and Silver were sequels to Red and Blue. Now, it's great that we're getting the next generation of Pokemon, but 6th Gen still has a lot of unanswered questions, like, what happened to Lysandre? How can we get AZ's Floette? What's up with Zygarde's forms? Where is Zinnia? Ash Greninja? There's so much we don't know about Kalos yet that it feels a little too soon to go somewhere else. That is unless we return to Kalos during the post-game of Sun and Moon. And how awesome would it be to have Serena or Kalam as the final boss of the game, just like Red was the final boss of Gold and Silver. It makes so much sense, and just thinking about it gets me more and more excited about Sun and Moon. So I'm going to end this video right here before I pee myself. Thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what your top 5 hopes for Pokemon Sun and Moon are in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed already. Also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and PokéAmino. If you get Pokemon Sun and Moon details, I'll be covering it. Last but not least, make sure you live your life to the fullest, and I'll see you all next time.